Breaking on the beach, AJ, got some great people in the studio with me I'd like to have a chat with. It's all about music, it's all about dance, and Guts is a great little company in Alice Springs in the studio with me. Guts Dance is here to talk a little bit about an event which is coming up in the world premiere of Desert House. First of all, I'd like to say hello to Katina and hello to Frankie, and nice to have you here. Thanks for taking the time to chat to us today.
Thanks for having us.
No, my pleasure. Tell us a little bit about what this is all about, because it's been dropped on my desk and I'd like you to really put it down to me and the listener as being people who just don't know what the hell you're doing here and why are you here, and tell us all about it, because I'm sure we'll all be very interested in it about.
Yeah, no worries. So as you said, Beachy Guts is a dance company based here in Alice Springs. Yeah. I was born and grew up here in Alice, and as a kid growing up, I wanted to do lots and lots of dancing, and I managed to do that, but there wasn't a whole lot of opportunities outside the kind of traditional dance school format, and there definitely wasn't any professional touring dance that was being made in Central Australia. So when I had finished my university training and dancing in Melbourne and over in Europe, I kind of ended up coming back here and working with young people, and then in about 2016, myself and Maddie Krennick, who's the other co-director, decided that we were going to kind of begin to build this platform for contemporary dance, and Guts was born in 2018. So we do a number of things. We still work with young people a lot. Yep. We are an incubator for artist development, so we host a lot of residencies and spaces for artists to create work and practice their craft from our studio at the Araluen Arts Centre. And then we do these huge premieres of new touring contemporary dance work, and Desert Hot House is kind of the biggest version of that we've ever dreamt up, and it is going to be unfolding across the weekend this weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And it's going to see 3 new full-length contemporary dance works premiered here in Central Australia for this community. Okay. What we usually do is we premiere our works here and then they tour all around Australia, sometimes overseas. So we have a big commitment to making sure that those experiences are kind of built for and in our community first. And we bring lots of really amazing people in for that. So Kat is one of them. Kat has worked with us for 8 or 9 years now on various different things. But there is a team of about 28 artists, technicians, dancers, producers.
Well, it's a whole army.
Designers.
A massive troop.
Yeah. So there's 10 locally based and the others are from the East Coast, and they're long-time collaborators of ours that have spent anywhere from a few weeks to months and months of their lives here over the last few years.
What are the themes in general? Are we talking like everything, as you were saying, contemporary dance, but are we also including Indigenous dance themes and things like that, yeah?
Yeah, so Kat is a First Nations choreographer. I might let you speak to that, Kat.
Yeah. And you're both choreographers or choreographers?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
That's it. And dancers as well. So take that aside.
Yeah, totally. So I'm Waka Waka Kumbameri, which is like central Queensland and southeast Queensland. Okay. That's my mob, but grew up on Darumba country in Rocky. Right. So being out here is really incredible, to have been out here over the last 8 or 9 years teaching to young people and then have the chance to create a work on this country is incredibly special. My work, I would say, to sum it up in a few words, there's a lot of reflection in the work. There's a few tricks. We're playing spot the difference in a way. Yeah. So there's this incredible projection that you'll see of the dancers, and there's a little bit of satire and a bit of song.
So there's some dance and there's some theatre going on at the same time. So a bit of a thespian dance, if you like, as far as that goes.
Yeah, I'd say this is the first time I've made my dancers sing, that's for sure. So it's a lot of fun. I've put them under the pump.
Is it kind of always a work in progress where you're trying to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, maybe always putting a different skew, a different twist on it just to give it that little bit of edginess or something different from the last time around? Is that right?
Yeah, and contemporary dance and contemporary art making really kind of evolves every time you approach the making of dance or whatever your form is, to work with the times that we live in. So where the themes are kind of pertinent to the world that we're in, they talk about the history of Australia, they talk about the role of women, they talk about persistence and fatigue, they talk about strength and beauty. They're kind of looking at the ways that we sit with our bodies in society and how we see the world as choreographers and how we want to project some thoughts about that through the body to other people. And the way that evolves for each of us is different. different because we all like to do dance differently or watch dance differently. So Kat's work is very different to my work, not just because she's a First Nations choreographer, but also because what she likes to see and make is different to me.
Yep, sure.
So across the 3 different shows, you'll see 3 different quite different versions of dance expression, but they are performed by the same kind of, not the same kind of, we share dancers across the work. So you'll see the dancers tackle with and do different work in their bodies across the 3 shows.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you got a jam-packed show to unpack. And when does it start and when does it end? And how do people find out more about this event? And is there a fee to come in? Obviously there will be. So, yeah, go ahead and tell us all about that, please.
We begin the weekend on Friday. So Kat's show starts. We're doing a schools matinee, but it's also open for anybody who wants to come. That's at 12:30 on Friday, and then Maddie's show, Public Property, 6:30 on Friday. On Saturday, we're doing a full day curated event, which is unfortunately at the moment sold out, but we're running a wait list. So if anybody's really interested in that, you get to see all 3 shows in one day, and between the shows, there's all sorts of really beautiful things happening. We're having a big long table lunch. There's artist talks. Red Kangaroo are doing a pop-up bookshop. Do You Coffee Roasters are doing all of the catering for us. There's some yoga that people can do. There's a guided walking meditation, and so you get really taken on this journey. And then on Sunday in the gallery, my show Territory will happen one more time at 2:00. So you can see the shows as separate pieces, and those are the tickets that are available at the moment. They're anywhere between $10 and $35.
Okay.
And then the pass for the day is between $50 and $100 depending on your circumstances. And you can find out more by going to our website, which is www.gutsdance.org.au, or you can visit the Araluen Arts Centre website.
Okay, so that's all happening this weekend, starting on Friday onwards.
Correct.
Moving across there. And you said there was something happening also in conjunction with or adjacent to the Aviation Museum. Was that right, Kat?
Yeah, well, that's where Maddie's work is, actually. It's incredible. They're setting up the stage right now as we speak. So that's Maddie's show will be on the Friday night and the Saturday, and that's in the aviation car park. So it's all in that kind of same area. Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to share that with us and our listeners in particular. And if once more people want to find out more, is there a Facebook page as well by any chance? People like to sometimes go there.
The Guts Facebook page has all the information you need on it. So if you just follow Guts Dance on Instagram or Facebook, then we're also keeping all of our socials up to date with the relevant information.
Well, Katina Olsen, nice to have you here, and you yourself as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful to have you guys here, and I wish you the very best with the whole thing coming up this weekend. So if people want to find out more, now you know where to go and where to be, and go and support a great local event. That's Guts Dance happening here in Central Australia this weekend. And if it's live local, we love putting our shoulder to the wheel to support it. And Breakfast on the Beach on 8HA. See you later, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers.